What is good, everybody? Your boy BLSG is back in here in the building. This time, not with the live Eagles preview because the Eagles are on a bye. I know we were in a bit of a delay and we had a little bit of issues, but you know what? We're right here and we're right here ready to get it tonight. I know we were late by probably about 10 minutes. I know I had to change it a few times, but I think we're good now. 10-minute delay when I originally set it for 7:30, but turns out I ended up starting at 7:40, but at the end of the day, you know what? It is what it is at the end of the day. But what is going on, everybody? Unfortunately, we have nobody in here, but now we have zero. We had two people in here before, and now we have zero, of course. But at the end of the day, I kind of figured. And Nightings, we got the first one in here. What's going on, Nightings? How you doing tonight? Yes, sir. Appreciate you for coming by, Nightings. I appreciate that. But anyway, I was thinking about doing something a little bit for a change. Since the Eagles do not play on Sunday, I am going to be doing a Week 14 NFL pick'em like those people do, where they pick all the NFL games, where they do all the NFL games and pick out who's going to win each game. So I figured I would do it tonight to replace the preview for the Eagles, and let's just hope we can work out flawlessly. And I may drop the link, but I'm going to only do it for content creators around the NFL. So if you're an NFL content creator, then you do have the right to come in and just give us your take on what fan base you are and in terms of what team you like. I'll ask you probably some questions about that game, but mainly about who you think is going to win that game. I know you guys shouldn't be biased, but I know some people might honestly be biased. But at the end of the day, just come in with the honesty, and at the end of the day, let's make it happen. Michael, what's going on? Said, yo, how you doing tonight, Michael? Appreciate you for coming in. All right, so we're going to get right into it. We're just going to get right into it right now. So as you guys saw, and I'm sure Steelers fans do not want to talk about it. I know they don't want to talk about it, but the Vikings ended up beating the Steelers yesterday, 36-28. That was literally a back and forth game. Actually, no, it wasn't a back and forth game. The Vikings ended up blowing out the Steelers earlier in the game, and then the Steelers started their comeback, but Ben Roethlisberger ended up getting sacked 5 times because you know why? Because that offensive line of Pittsburgh's sucks. It literally is trash. It's at this point dog poop. At this point, I'm not even sure what this offensive line even means. This doesn't even mean anything. Roethlisberger got sacked 5 times. Either you get a younger quarterback or you get a fresh offensive line. You do either one of two scenarios. You either do one or two. You either have Ben Roethlisberger retire or you get a better offensive line, because that offensive line was absolutely trash last night based on what I saw. So Vikings ended up being the Steelers 36-28, but the Vikings did at the end of the day allow the Steelers to come back, but the comeback fell short. And honestly, the last play at the end of the game, the Steelers would have almost tied it, but Pat Freiermuth, the rookie tight end out of Penn State, missed the game-winning touchdown to make it 36-34 and possibly make it a tie game that could have went to overtime at the end of the day. What's going on, Michael? Appreciate you for coming in. Jinx Wolf, what's going on? Appreciate you for coming in as well. Anyway, we're just going to get right into it. So, first game starting on Sunday. You have the New Orleans Saints taking on the New York Jets. Do we honestly really need to discuss this first game? The Saints, man, I mean, I don't know who's going to be the starting quarterback. Is it going to be Taysom Hill? Is it going to be Trevor Siemian? Who's going to be the starting quarterback? I mean, I think they are getting Alvin Kamara back. Correct me if I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't find the Jets to be a good team in the NFL. So in this first game, Saints versus Jets, I'm going to give this one to the Saints. And honestly, in the first matchup, I did end up picking the Vikings to win. So at the end of the day, I'm so far 1-0 on this week for Week 14. So I have the Saints winning against the Jets. And then you have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. NFC South matchup. Hopefully y'all can hear me because I never asked that yet. Give me a 1 if you guys can hear me in the chat. But anyway, in terms of the next one, we have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Carolina Panthers. And this is an NFC South matchup. This should be a decent game. But because of the Panthers missing some key pieces like Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey, I'm going to give this one to the Falcons. I'm going to give it to them because with Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey both on IR, which is huge for that's a huge loss right there for the Carolina Panthers. And at the end of the day, I don't see a way the Panthers win this game unless if somehow Cam Newton comes out and becomes a superstar and says, "I'm back," Mr. Cam Newton. And if somehow Chuba Hubbard can go off on Sunday against the Falcons, I would be shocked. But at the end of the day, I got the Falcons beating the Panthers in this one. Even though they were the chokers from last year, I don't see it happening this time around, especially when Sam Darnold and Christian McCaffrey are both ruled out for that game. Third game, Seahawks versus the Texans. This should be probably another easy one, but you never know what's going to happen. I mean, Seattle hasn't really played that great so far. What's their record? Their record is 4-8, and the Texans are 2-10. But honestly, in terms of trying to figure out who would win this game, this could be an upset of the week. This might not be an upset of the week. But you never know what's going to happen because it is any given Sunday. But I'm still going to go with my gut and say that the Seahawks find a way to step up and find a way to beat the Texans. Even though the Texans, they're a little up and down. They're trying to do whatever they can to at least get a better draft pick. But honestly, I feel like the Texans are tanking. But at the end of the day, I think the Seahawks find a way to step up, and I think Russell Wilson might have a huge game in this defense. I mean, when you lose J.J. Watt for that defense, I mean, you honestly missed the guy. I mean, that's literally a key piece to that defense. J.J. Watt, when he was in Houston, that was a huge loss when he got traded to the Cardinals, or if he was picked up in free agency. I forget which one it was. But I have the Seahawks beating the Texans in this one. I think Russell Wilson will be able to adjust, find his man DK Metcalf, and hopefully that defense will make a stand and be able to beat that Texans offense and especially their defense too. Now the next game, you have the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Kansas City Chiefs, and this one is in Kansas City. So in terms of who would win that game, I mean, when you have Derek Carr against Patrick Mahomes, is Patrick Mahomes going to be the guy to end up stepping up and doing whatever it takes to try to win this game against Derek Carr? The Raiders have been a little up and down since probably around the Eagles blowout win, I would say. I would say that's the last time the Raiders were honestly at their best. Unless if there was another time, I forget, but if there wasn't, then I think that was their last time that they were honestly another one of the best teams in the NFL. What's their record anyway? The Raiders are 6-6 and the Chiefs are 8-4. So honestly, at the end of the day, in terms of trying to win this game, I'm still going to end up picking Kansas City in this one just because I think Patrick Mahomes has probably, found his identity, and I think he's starting to get the ball to his receivers a little bit better. Originally, he was starting to look like his rookie year in terms of playing for the Kansas City Chiefs, and honestly, that was earlier in the season. He honestly looked like he was a rookie. He looked like he was a rookie out there when he started out early in the season. But I think Patrick Mahomes has started to find his identity. I think he started to figure it out a little bit, get the gist going, and I think that Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs will take the dub in this one. Next up, you have the Ravens against the Browns. Lamar Jackson not doing the best this year. And Baker Mayfield is also not doing the best this year either. And when you honestly don't have OBJ anymore, if you're the Browns, that's really a huge loss because now your number one option would be Jarvis Landry, followed up by probably Donovan Peoples-Jones and I think Rashard Higgins is your other receiver. But anyway, I honestly think that this could be a good game. It depends how much pressure the Browns defense will put on Lamar Jackson, because Lamar Jackson is known for scrambling out of the pocket, but teams have started to figure out what Lamar has done in terms of what he does in terms of whether if it's running or passing the football. So at the end of the day, I think teams have started to finally figure out Lamar Jackson, but I think Lamar Jackson will find a way. He will find a way to. I think he actually takes the L in this one. I think Lamar Jackson will actually take the L. I think Myles Garrett will pressure him. I think Denzel Ward might have a pick in this one. I think that the Browns defense will make a stand. I think Jarvis Landry will run the routes. Baker Mayfield will get the ball to him. If Kareem Hunt is playing, he should probably be their first option. Nick Chubb, I don't know how long he's out for if he was injured. But if he's not, then get him going. They will get these guys going, assuming these guys are playing. But at the end of the day, I'm going to have the Browns win this game. I'm going to have them win this game because I think they can find a way to put pressure on Lamar Jackson. And honestly, I think when you have one of the best defensive linemen in the league, in my personal opinion, in Myles Garrett, I think when you have a guy like that, I think it really helps out your defense, and really, honestly, it does make your defense better. Now in the next game, after the Ravens-Browns, you have the Dallas Cowboys against the Washington football team. Yes, the Cowboys, they've honestly been on a decent run. They're 8-4 on the season. Washington is 6-6 on the season. A win by the Cowboys can honestly help out my Philadelphia Eagles. And honestly, this could be a decent game. This might not be a decent game. You never know what's going to happen in this one. Because this one can honestly, it could go either way, depending if Washington will get that pressure. But I'm not sure if they will, especially if Chase Young's out too. By the way, former Ohio State Buckeye. He was, in my opinion, probably the greatest player in Buckeyes history. But honestly, when Chase Young gets to you, he is a dog. And he knows how to pressure the quarterback. But that is what Washington is going to be missing. They're going to be missing that key piece in Chase Young. But if Taylor Heinicke can find a way to figure out the game plan and to get it together, then I think Washington might have a chance. But because that Dak Prescott and Ezekiel Elliott are there, and as well as Amari Cooper, CeeDee Lamb, Cedric Wilson, Michael Gallup, Dalton Schultz, Blake Jarwin, I think, is on IR. But anyway, since you have those guys for the offense, and when you have DeMarcus Lawrence for the defense, and when you have all those other pieces for that side, I got to give this one to the Cowboys, honestly. I honestly have to give this one to the Cowboys because I think they're going to be too much for Washington to handle. In terms of the offense and the defense, I think, the Cowboys are going to be too much for Washington to try to protect. But anyway, I think Dallas takes this one. And by the way, shout out to two of my school teachers who are both actually Cowboys fans where I go to school. I'm not going to say I'm going to keep it private, but honestly, I have the Cowboys win this one. So shout out to my two teachers at my school that are Cowboys fans. You guys will probably find a way to get a W on Washington. Even though it is in Washington, I don't think you guys are going to probably have too big of a problem unless if Heinicke goes off on you guys and that defense from Washington friggin' explodes. Which I think that's probably not going to happen. So, anyway, I got Dallas winning that one. So, next game, you have the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Tennessee Titans. Jacksonville, they're honestly, they're not a great team. I mean, they're still building. They're trying to build around Trevor Lawrence. I mean, he was the first overall pick. And honestly, it takes about 3 years for any rookie to honestly get it together. Maybe 2, but mainly it's 3. It's mainly 3 for honestly any player in the National Football League to figure out their role and to figure out what they're supposed to do. So honestly, at the end of the day, I think the Jaguars, I feel like they don't stand a chance. I mean, Ryan Tannehill, he'd be throwing up dimes to guys like A.J. Brown and Julio Jones, and He'll probably get it to his tight ends as well. I forget who they are. But anyway, I have the Titans win this one because I don't feel confident in Jacksonville, all right? I don't feel confident in Jacksonville one bit. So, honestly, I'm going to have the Titans take the dub on Jacksonville. I know it's any given Sunday, as you people say, but honestly, the Titans will still find a way to take the W, especially without Derrick Henry. Next game at 4:05, you have the Detroit Lions taking on the Denver Broncos. Yes, the Detroit Lions against the Denver Broncos. The Lions, they finally get their first win last week against Minnesota. So that's definitely a huge boost. But in this week, they're going to Mile High to face the Denver Broncos. And usually Mile High is a tough place to win, even though my Philadelphia Eagles found a way to win. But we are used to the cold. The Lions, they're used to playing indoors and in the warmth. But I still don't feel confident in their team as a whole. So honestly, in terms of who will win this 4:05 game, I'm going to take the Broncos here just because I don't feel confident in the Lions trying to take a dub in Mile High because I just don't have a good feeling that they will because they're the Lions and they technically got lucky against the Vikings with that game-winning touchdown by I believe it was Amon St. Brown, but honestly, I don't feel confident about the Lions beating Denver in Mile High. And at the end of the day, I'm just picking Denver to win this one just because the Lions are the Lions, and you know how much of a dumpster fire the Lions have pretty much been this season, except for pretty much last week. And by the way, last week, in terms of all the fans celebrating, they were celebrating that win like it was the freaking Super Bowl. The Lions fans were literally celebrating that win like they were celebrating the freaking Super Bowl. Come on, guys. This isn't the Super Bowl, all right? You're not making the playoffs. Y'all trying to think this is the Super Bowl. Oh, man. The Lions fans just want to make me laugh. I would be laughing for probably the rest of my life, honestly. And then the next 4:05 game of the day, you have the New York Giants taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, in terms of these two teams, the Giants against the Chargers, Giants have to go all the way out to the West Coast to take on the Los Angeles Chargers. But the Chargers are going to be without one of their key pieces, and that is Mr. Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen got ruled out, but I forget what the injury was. But honestly, at the end of the day, I feel like that's a huge loss. But I feel like somehow in the world, Justin Herbert will still find a way to get it done, as I'm going to go ahead and have the Chargers beat the Giants this weekend, 4:05. And I think in terms of that defense, when you have a Bosa brother, that's where I'm talking about Joey Bosa. When you have a Bosa brother on defense, you have got to be ready. And who on the offensive line from the New York Giants is going to even stop Joey Bosa? Nobody is stopping Joey Bosa on that defensive line. I feel like there's just no chance. There's no chance anybody stops Joey Bosa on that defensive line. So I got the Chargers winning that one. Next game, the 4:25 game. You have the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And boy, this could be honestly a decent game. This could be a decent game right here between the Niners and the Cincinnati Bengals. Bengals stand at 7-5. Niners stand at 6-6. And this could be a decent game. I'm sure it won't be America's Game of the Week, but still, I think this is going to be a pretty decent game. But the Bengals, they honestly have the offense, but I feel like the Niners have the defense because I believe Nick Bosa is still healthy, but they might be missing some key pieces because Richard Sherman is not in San Fran anymore. So because of the effects of what I think about this game, I'm going to end up taking the Cincinnati Bengals in this one because I think the Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase connection on that offense is pretty deadly, and it's been a young, deadly combination in the NFL between those two guys, former LSU players, and those guys have been really deadly in the NFL in terms of getting the ball to each other, and especially the one time where Jamar Chase ended up having a 200-plus receiving yard game. I forget how many yards it was, but I think the Bengals find a way to get it done over San Fran. I know that I know that Nick Bosa is probably going to be there on that offense, but I just feel like somehow in the world the Bengals will find a way to win that game when Joe Burrow, at the end of the day, comes in and will probably be throwing dimes down to like Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, C.J. Usama, Drew Sample might be in there. Tyler Boyd's going to be in there. Everyone's going to get in there. They're just going to do their thing, and at the end of the day, I have the Bengals win that one, honestly. And then for the next one, which is possibly going to be America's Game of the Week, you have the Buffalo Bills taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Yes, this is probably going to be America's Game of the Week. Two possible playoff teams going head-to-head in a dogfight. Tom Brady against Josh Allen. They have the chance to rematch each other this year. And the Bills come in at 7-5, while the Buccaneers come in and the defending champions, they come in at 9-3. And honestly, I have a feeling that I'm not sure who will win. This is honestly going to be a close game, in my personal opinion. But honestly, this is a pretty tight one. So I'm going to say that somehow in the world, because this team is at home, I'm going to say the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, as much as I hate to say it because Tom Brady's over there, but I'm going to say that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will find a way to squeak one out, probably by a game-winning field goal by Ryan Suckup. And honestly, the Bills will put up a huge effort in this game against Tom Brady, and Josh Allen will definitely put up a big effort against that defense. But honestly, at the end of the day, you never know what can happen. Like I said before, it's any given Sunday, but we know that it's any given Sunday. So honestly, at the end of the day, the Buffalo Bills will put up a good fight, but I have Tampa Bay winning by a game-winning field goal by Ryan Suckup to seal the deal in Tampa Bay and let the defending champions go to 10-3 on the year. And then for the next game on Sunday Night Football, you got the Chicago Bears taking on the Green Bay Packers. Yes, I know I said that a little funny, but you know what? I don't care. The Chicago Bears against the Green Bay Packers. It's in Green Bay, so it's going to be cold. But the Bears are used to that weather. They're used to it. And honestly, at the end of the day, I think Justin Fields is starting again. So, again, another former Ohio State Buckeye, so respect to him. And I feel like that the Packers, they know what the Bears are going to give them. They're going to treat them like it's going to be a battle of two teams that find each other as huge rivals, and where they find each other as big-time opponents. And it's like two teams that don't like each other. So, honestly, in terms of winning this game, I'm going with the Green Bay Packers because I think the Packers, again, I think they have too much firepower for the Chicago Bears here. And especially when you have Aaron Rodgers, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, Marcus Valdes-Scantling, Robert Tonyan. I believe they still have Mercedes Lewis. And in terms of that defense, you know who you are in terms of being the guys. You know who you are on that defense, and put some respect on your name. I'm going to pick the Packers in this one because I think they have too much talent around them, and I think they might have too much talent for the Bears to handle. Now, let's go to Monday Night Football. Monday Night Football. We have the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Arizona Cardinals. This right here, this game should have been America's Game of the Week. This game right here, Los Angeles Rams and Arizona Cardinals. That game should have been America's Game of the Week. I don't know how in the world it is not America's Game of the Week. I don't know why it couldn't get pushed over to 425. But honestly, this is a good game right here. Matt Stafford against Kyler Murray. Cooper Kupp against DeAndre Hopkins. This is going to be a decent game. Aaron Donald versus the Rams defense versus the Cardinals defense. This is going to be a good game. Two of, in my opinion, the best teams in the NFC right now, as the Rams come in at 8-4 and the Cardinals come in at 10-2. So the Cardinals are honestly doing good. I don't know the last time the Cardinals have been this good, but honestly, they need some rebuilding, and at the end of the day, they're getting the rebuilding done. They're getting the rebuilding done, and they are looking at like a playoff contender, in my opinion. They're definitely looking like one. 10-2 right now against the Los Angeles Rams. Matt Stafford and Kyler Murray are going to go head-to-head in this matchup. And DeAndre Hopkins against Cooper Kupp, they're going to go head-to-head in this matchup. But at the end of the day, who do I like, you may ask? I'm going to stick with Arizona, as I think they continue their streak. They moved to 11-2. I know it's not that far for the Rams to travel, but at the end of the day, I think the Cardinals have done a great job at what they have done in terms of rebuilding this team. And honestly, they have been probably the best team in the NFL right now. And honestly, when you have Kyler Murray, Chase Edmonds, DeAndre Hopkins, when you have all these pieces, you are setting yourself as a Super Bowl contender. This team is looking like one right now, folks. As long as they don't choke, they will be a Super Bowl contender, in my opinion. Mark my words. They will be a Super Bowl contender. The Cardinals, they're looking great. They got Kyler Murray. They got a lot of guys who know how to run. They have DeAndre Hopkins. They have Christian Kirk. They have A.J. Green. They have Zach Ertz. By the way, former Eagle shout out to Zach Ertz, by the way. And honestly, that offense has looked stacked. And in terms of the defense, you pretty much could say the same thing. So, honestly, in my opinion, Rams against Cardinals, they could honestly go head-to-head, but I think the Cardinals might find a way to win this matchup, in my personal opinion. So, at the end of the day, Cardinals at home, I'm going to take them here. I believe their coach is Cliff Kingsbury. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that is the coach right there. And I think he finds a way to lead his team to victory. I know Sean McVay is going to put up a huge effort for his boys. And I know you have probably one of, if not the best defensive lineman right now in the NFL, in Aaron Donald. But at the end of the day, I think the Rams will fall short just because Matt Stafford's been a little shaky in the past, and Kyler Murray has honestly been on a roll. So I'm going to end up picking the Arizona Cardinals to win this game for Monday Night Football on December 13th, 8:15. This is going to be a good one to watch. This is one that everyone should be watching. Matt Stafford and Kyler Murray going at it, and this should be a great game to watch. And honestly, this should be one of the best games right here. The Rams are stacked. The Cardinals are stacked. The Cardinals have rebuilt beautifully, and the Rams they've honestly gotten better with Matt Stafford. They have Cooper Kupp, who's probably playing the best year of his career. They have OBJ. I know they lost Robert Woods. I know that was a huge loss. They have Tyler Higbee, who's looking in shape. They have Aaron Donald, who's looking in shape. And honestly, they have a lot of good guys. They have Von Miller, who's always been looking good. They have Jalen Ramsey, a.k.a. one of the best corners in the NFL. Probably the best corner. One of, if not the best corner in the NFL is right there in Jalen Ramsey. And honestly, that's a good defense, and I know they have a good offense, but I think Kyler Murray, I feel like he hasn't struggled in a single game. Even in the losses he's taken. I feel like Kyler Murray has not struggled in a single game this season. So honestly, at the end of the day, I'm going to pick the Cardinals, especially for the fact that they are the home team. I'm going to pick them to win. I just have that gut feeling that the Cardinals, they'll find a way to progress to 11-2 on the year. And honestly, I think that the Arizona Cardinals, they look like the best team in the NFL right now. In terms of the AFC and the NFC. I know the Patriots are number one in the AFC, but I feel like the Cardinals are better. I know Bill Belichick, he's making Mac Jones like a veteran quarterback, okay? Even though Mac Jones is a rookie, I have that feeling that the Cardinals are going to win this one. And that'll wrap it up for NFL Pick'ems. If you guys just want to talk, I can drop the link real quick, and we could probably chat about probably anything maybe about these NFL games, and I might drop the link if you guys are cool with that. I know we only have one person in here. I don't know who that is, but at the end of the day, shout out to the one in here. Guys, and also, by the way, as you kind of see on the banner right here, smash that like button on the live stream and hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. We're trying to get on the road to 300. We need about 65 more subs to reach that 300 mark. And it is Friday, December 10th. So we have about 3 weeks to reach 300 subscribers. I still think it's possible. I still feel confident. I have confidence that we can still reach that 300 subscriber mark before the end of the year. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that you know to subscribe to this channel. That way you get sports content like this. I know there's no Eagles preview out, but honestly, at the end of the day, I wanted to do this to make up for this week for the Eagles preview. I wanted to do something special for you guys because you know what? You guys have supported me phenomenally, and honestly, it means a lot, man. I want 300 by the end of the year. I know you guys probably want me to get that too, but tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that you know to subscribe to this channel if you want to get your sports content, because that's what I'm doing around here. Tabitha Hudson, what's going on? I'm not sure what that means, but I appreciate you for stopping by. Yeah, man. Not sure what I want to do from here. I might go ahead and drop the link. You guys can come in and chat it up if y'all want, but I think I'm actually going to drop the link and have y'all come in. So I'll be right back and I'll have that link dropped. All right, guys, the link has been dropped. If y'all want to come in, the link has been posted into the chat. So feel free to come in, give me your thoughts about sports and maybe some of the games this weekend. Come on and do so. I wanted to get more content creators on here, but I didn't. I thought there would be more people in here. So honestly, at the end of the day, I just put the link in the chat for y'all to come in, and I wasn't able to pin it because there's another comment from me that was also pinned, and surprisingly, it didn't come up with the remove button, so I could not remove the comment. So the link is in the chat, as y'all can see right here. Feel free to come in, give me your thoughts about the games for this weekend, and let's just talk sports, man. Give me your thoughts, and let's just talk some sports. Let's go. Surprised that nobody's in here. But you know what? Appreciate for the one that's been staying in here, and you know what? Appreciate the one that's honestly been grinding it out with me and doing what you got to do, man. So I appreciate the one, whoever is in here, and whoever is just riding along with me. But yeah, man, come in, guys. Give me your thoughts about the games this weekend, man. That's why we're here. We're here for the Week 14 NFL games this weekend, and we're here for your predictions. I want to hear from you guys, man. I want to hear about who you guys think are going to win these NFL games. I want to hear about who you think is going to win these NFL games, man. Come on in and grind it out with your boy, man. Come on in and give me your thoughts. Let's go. Come on. All right. So far, it's been a successful stream. Even though there's been nobody in here and that says 2 people are in here, I appreciate the 2 of you guys who have been grinding it out with me. And honestly, at the end of the day, it's respect for your boy. And honestly, get them watch hours up, man. Guys, again, we're on the road to 300 subscribers. Want to try to get them by the end of the year. As it says so right down here on the banner. Definitely want to hit 300 subs by the end of the year. So hit that subscribe button on the channel and hit the like button on this stream, man. It definitely means a lot. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell everybody that you know. Subscribe to this channel right here if you want to get your sports videos from me. I try to do as many as I can, but honestly, some days it can be quiet. Some days it can honestly be ramping up in terms of the Philly sports and anything else that we do, man. So at the end of the day, we're just out here grinding. We're trying to do as much as we can every week, even though it might honestly not be too much, but you never know what's going to happen. And of course, we have 0 people now in on the stream. So honestly, at the end of the day, you know what? It is what it is. You never know what's going to happen, if anyone's going to come in here or not. But I'd appreciate if you guys would anyway hit the like button on the live stream and hit that subscribe button if you're new. Trying to get to, I'm going to say it a 3rd time for the new people who are coming in here, trying to get to 300 subs by the end of the year. We still have about 3 weeks, guys. I think I still have confidence that we can do this in 3 days. 3 days to get it done. I think we can do it. I still have confidence in everybody who watches this stream. I still have confidence that we can hit that 300 subscriber mark. I still have that confidence. So we're just going to try to grind it out as long as we can. And I'm not sure how many videos are going to be out for next week, but I'll try to do as many as I possibly can. I know the Eagles preview is going to be one of them. I think I have my podcast tomorrow with my guy Jerry Lee. So if he's available, definitely go check out the live stream for tomorrow, guys, because I'm pretty sure it'll be on my channel. Because we did it on Jerry Lee's channel last week. Go check out his channel, Backyard Birds Podcast. He's an up-and-coming Eagles content creator. Definitely could use you guys' support. Definitely go check him out, man. Up-and-coming Eagles content creator. We support each other. You know, we get on the grind, man. We get on the grind and we do everything. So definitely go check it out if y'all would like to, man. Definitely go check that out. Because honestly, like, he's trying to grind. He's trying to put up as many videos and live streams as he possibly can. And honestly, he's trying to grind and get there. So let's show our support. Let's help him out, man. Let's do what we can to get this man whatever he needs. And honestly, let's just keep grinding, man. Let's just keep grinding. We're grinding. Jerry Lee's trying to grind as well. So I know my shirt got stuck, but honestly, let's keep grinding, man. We're trying to grind out as much as we can. I know the videos keep getting quiet every week, but I try to do as many as I can. I know I have other things getting in my way, like school and sometimes after school activities. So honestly, in terms of trying to get out as many videos as possible, it just doesn't happen that I put out too many every week, depending on what my schedules look like for each day of the week. So honestly, if my schedule is busy or if the day is quiet, those are likely the days where I will not have any content for you guys. But the previews are a lock, and hopefully we do the podcast tomorrow. That Jerry Lee and I do, man. So definitely check that out if we definitely do decide to do that. I'm gonna actually see if Jerry Lee can do it tomorrow, so I'll be back again, guys. Yeah, man, just had to take care of some quick things real quick. But honestly, I tried to put out the link to as many of my social media spots as possible. So hopefully some people can come in here and give me their thoughts, man. So hopefully we get some people in here. Yo, my guy, Philly Foothills coming in here. Foothills, the link is in the chat. Get in the show, my guy. Let's go. get in the show. Guys, if you have not done so, go ahead and subscribe to the Nest Out West with Philly Foothills, man. He's over 1K, and let's show support to that guy, man. That guy knows how to grind, and he knows what he is doing, and he knows his stuff, man. He definitely knows his Eagles knowledge. So if you definitely want that, definitely go subscribe to Philly Foothills, man. Definitely go check him out. He's a great dude, man. He knows what he's doing. Up and coming Eagles content creator, has over 1,000 subs. He's definitely grinding, and honestly, he's in my opinion one of the best to ever do it. So definitely go ahead and subscribe to my guy Philly Foothills. Foothills, my guy, appreciate the chat, my guy. Washington football team gonna get the upset. Hopefully, my guy, but I ended up picking the Cowboys in this game. So if Washington can grind it out and hopefully get ahead and beat, hang on, if Washington can go ahead and beat the Cowboys, I would honestly be impressed. I would be impressed if the Washington football team can upset the Dallas Cowboys. But honestly, I feel like the Cowboys winning would honestly help the Eagles, especially like Philly 500 said if you did end up watching his preview, because I think, in my opinion, the Eagles and the Washington football team have the same record, if I'm not mistaken. The Eagles are 6-7, so if Washington were to lose, it honestly all about the Eagles because they would be tied for second place in the NFC East. So honestly, the Cowboys, if they win, that helps out the Eagles because Washington loses, they're tied with the Eagles for second place in the NFC East. So honestly, I probably want Dallas to win, but Washington, they could pull off the upset. Taylor Heineke looking pretty decent, and Scary Terry out there. Logan Thomas, though, possibly being out for the year is going to be a huge loss for the Washington football team. That's going to also honestly really affect them. But hopefully Scary Terry can lead the charge with Taylor Heineke, and hopefully he'll find a way to get the job done. I'm about to eat dinner, but maybe a little bit. All right, my guy, take your time, brother. Take your time, my guy. Definitely come on in the show. Definitely want your thoughts about these games this weekend, since our Eagles don't play. Definitely want the thoughts, my guy. So definitely go ahead, eat dinner, take your time, my guy. There's no need to rush. There's no need to rush whatsoever. Taylor's underrated. Who do you mean, Jonathan Taylor? You mean Jonathan Taylor, Foothills? I'm assuming that's who you're talking about, Jonathan Taylor. Because I don't think it would be Tyrod. If it was Tyrod Taylor, I'd be freaking shocked. But I'm pretty sure it's Jonathan Taylor. Yeah, Jonathan Taylor, he's having a great second season. Coming out of the draft, out of Wisconsin, he didn't look too solid in his rookie year, but look at what he has done for the Colts now. That kid has looked like a friggin' beast. Jonathan Taylor's looking fantastic if that is who you're talking about. Oh, Taylor Heineke. All right. Yeah, Taylor Heineke. I thought you were talking about Jonathan Taylor. Taylor Heineke. Yeah, he's been looking decent with Washington, especially when you have Scary Terry on the field. Honestly, that combination right there, that can be real deadly real quick. Honestly. Yeah, that combo can get real deadly, my guy. That can get real deadly real quick. Depending how well that Heineke does with the Washington football team every week, depending how well he does, that all depends right there. Depending on if Taylor Heineke, whether if he has a good game or if he has a bad game. So, honestly, it just depends. It just depends, to be honest. Taylor Heineke's kind of an up and down guy. He's a guy who you honestly can say is an up and down guy. I mean, he has good games and bad games in him, but honestly, that Taylor Heineke is a little up and down. But honestly, when he has good games, he's always on fire. I just got my frame for my signed B-Dog jersey and hung it. Wait till you see it. All right, my guy. I can't wait to see that, bro. I can't wait to see that, my guy. I'm sure that's going to be crazy fire. Yeah, man. So hopefully Foothills will be in here eventually, but And hopefully he'll actually be the first guy in here to get into the show and give me some immediate thoughts, man. Gonna be some good games this weekend, but it's gonna be quiet without our Philadelphia Eagles. But you know what? I don't care what anybody says because honestly, I forgot what I was gonna say. But anyway, honestly, I hope Dallas spanks Washington because, like you said, it only helps us out. Exactly. Because I mean, if Dallas beats Washington, okay, Washington would go to 6-7. They would tie with the Philadelphia Eagles for second in the NFC East. They would tie with the Eagles for second in the NFC East behind the Dallas Cowboys. So honestly, you want Dallas to win. And I know Mark Holmes is probably going crazy because he was going crazy about Philly 500's video when it uploaded and Mark Holmes did a reaction and Mark Holmes was going absolutely nuts. So honestly, you probably would want the Cowboys to win if you're the Philadelphia Eagles because Washington would tie us for that spot if Washington were to lose to Dallas. So honestly, you would want Dallas to win this game to help out the Eagles. Number 6 on the like, hit the like button, guys. You definitely hit the like button and subscribe, guys. We're on the road to 300, about 65 away. I don't know if that's the same number still, but I can check that real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Yeah, it's unfortunately still at 235. So we still need 65 subscribers. We still have 3 weeks to get it done. I still have confidence. I'm saying this for I don't even care how many more times I've been saying it, but honestly, I still have confidence that we can reach the goal. I still have confidence. So definitely, man, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, man, if you're new especially. Yeah, guys, definitely hit the like button, subscribe to my guy Philly Foothills, man. He's in here doing his thing, and he's in here doing what he needs to do, man. So he's in here taking care of business, and he's trying to spread the content around. So he's definitely trying to help out other young content creators like me. So definitely appreciate that, my guy. Definitely appreciate you for coming in here and grinding with me. Hopefully, you can get in the show soon so we can talk, my guy. Actually, before I continue it, let me give Foothills. Let me moderate up Foothills real quick. All right, Foothills, if you're still in here, I ended up giving you that wrench, my guy. Definitely ended up giving you that wrench. You're definitely a worthy subscriber to the channel, so I ended up adding you as a moderator. So you can time people out or hide them if they're either spamming or being disrespectful to others. So definitely do that if that's the case, my guy. If other people are being like that, you can time them out or hide them like that. So that's what moderators do, man. That's what they do. That's what they do. They do their job. Yeah, man, these should be some really decent games this weekend. I mean, the Rams-Cardinals one is definitely going to be one to watch. The Bills-Buccaneers one is going to be a good one to watch. Cowboys-Washington, because my Eagles are in a situation where we want Washington to lose. and have the Cowboys win. So somehow in the world, the Cowboys probably need to beat the Washington football team. Ravens and Browns in Cleveland. I feel like the Ravens are going to win that game. Raiders Chiefs could be a tough one, but I have the Chiefs squeaking that out. Falcons Panthers NFC South matchup. I have the Falcons squeaking it out because the Panthers are missing a few of their key weapons. Saints and Jets, that should be a domination game for the Saints. There is no reason that the Saints should not dominate this game. There is zero reason that this game should even be close. This Saints game, this should be a blowout for the Saints. And then the Vikings ended up getting the win on the Steelers last night. And by the way, the Steelers stink, bro. The Steelers need an offensive line. You either get an offensive line or you have Ben Roethlisberger retire. You do one of two scenarios at the same time. Who knows how long he's going to be here. Actually, Big Ben's calling it a career after this year. So, looks like you're going to need a new talented quarterback to play that role. And at the end of the day, good luck. Of the future. And Big Ben, I think we're good again. But Big Ben, this is the last year of your career. It's been a run for you, my guy. You definitely have had chances. Start from scratch. They probably have to start from scratch. Yeah, I think the Steelers need to start from scratch, man. I think Big Ben's going to retire. Some of these other pieces. I know Claypool's not going. Najee Harris isn't going anywhere. The offense really isn't going anywhere from where it is right now. And in terms of the defense, I don't think anyone's going anywhere from there. Minka Fitzpatrick, Cam Hayward, Devin Bush, they're not going anywhere. They're just not going anywhere. That's practically impossible for them to go anywhere, honestly. Yeah, man. So hopefully we get a caller in here soon. So we're gonna see what happens. and hopefully, Foothill said he was eating dinner as well, but we're gonna see what happens. In the meantime, this is as of now like it's all stream until somebody gets in here, which the first one in here is probably gonna be Philly Foothills. So hopefully he gets in here soon. I know he said that he had a signed B-Dog jersey, like he says it right here. So hopefully I get a chance to see that because that would be absolutely fire because Brian Dawkins, probably one of the greatest Eagles in history, honestly. And B-Dog, and with it being signed, it's going to make it like 10 times better. Yeah, I can't wait to see that Foothills. I can't wait to see that signed B-Dog jersey. So that will be fire. Yeah, man, I'm hoping the live caller gets in here soon. I know Foothills again said that he was going to get in here, but he's currently eating dinner right now, so hopefully he gets in here soon still. And this is, as of now, like a chill out stream, so link is in the chat if you guys want to call in and give me your thoughts about the games this weekend and mainly sports in general. Definitely. Definitely get in here, guys. Yeah, man. Hopefully y'all can hear me, man. The Wi-Fi is acting up a little bit. Don't ask me why. I don't know what the reason is in this case, but hopefully Foothills does get in here because I know he said before that he was gonna join me. So hopefully that is soon. This kind of yeah, man. So this kind of a chill out stream for now until Philly Foothills gets in here. So hopefully he will eventually get in here and we'll talk about the sports and mainly games coming up. So Foils gets in here. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Drop a one if you all can hear me in the chat. Internet's acting up. I don't know why. Don't ask me questions. But at the end of the day, not liking what I'm seeing out of this internet, man. So internet's being disrespectful. Yeah, man, there should be some good games coming up for the weekend. There should be a few good games coming up. There should be multiple good games for NFL weekend. And then we have the early games for the weekend after that. The 4:30 on the Saturday, and then the 8:20 on Saturday as well on the 18th of next week. So that'll be the start of the holidays, man, and then we'll soon be in 2021. Or not 2021, 2022. And yeah, man, it is what it is, man. And you know that 2021's almost over, and hopefully we get out of this you-know-what virus soon, and we can be free from the masks. Yeah, man, when I really don't have any people or not as many people in here, that's just what happens. Gets awfully quiet, and you know what? At the end of the day, I just feel like I'm talking to myself whenever nobody's in here. I just feel like I'm always talking to myself. But you know what? We're growing. We're definitely grinding. Still got a chance of 300 subscribers by the end of the year, which is what I'm looking to achieve, man. So definitely go ahead and help the boy out and hit that and chat it up with me. Who knows? He might be finished up. He might be getting set up in his. But you just never know, man. You just never know. Just never. Guys, once again, like it says down on the banner, smash there if you're coming in and hit that subscribe button if you're new, man. Again, for probably around the fourth or fifth time, trying to get to 300 subs by the end of the year. I still think we can. Still have confidence that it does take to hit that. It definitely out. Definitely want 300 subs by the end of the year. Again, the internet's being a little iffy. I don't know why. Don't ask me questions, but the internet's a little iffy, and you know what? At the end of the day, really can't do too much about it. But oh my God, Foothills is coming in soon to chat it up. Does say there is one person on the live stream, so hopefully that is Foothills coming in. At the end of the day, man, let's hope for a good weekend here, especially in terms of the football. There are going to be many good games on, man, so hopefully we see some of that. Well, again, it turns out that 0 people are in here again, so someone must have popped in and then popped back out. Hopefully you all can hear me now, and hopefully we will not have any more technical difficulties. Just that this internet's a little iffy now. I have no idea why. Yeah, man, definitely give me some immediate thoughts in the chat about the games coming up. Definitely give me some immediate thoughts, guys. Yeah, man, there will probably be some blowouts. There might be some close games. And there might be a few upsets. You never know what will happen. It's any given Sunday. It's always anybody's Sunday, man. But you just never know. Some of these will be blowouts. Some of these will be close games. Some of these will be upsets. You just never know. But hopefully we see some good competition out of every team that's playing. Hopefully we just see some really good performances. As a reminder for who I picked, guys, I picked the Saints to beat the Jets. I picked the Falcons over the Panthers, the Seahawks over the Texans, the Chiefs over the Raiders, the Browns over the Saints. That'll probably be my upset. Dallas over Washington, Titans over Jags, Broncos over Lions, Chargers over Giants, Bengals over Niners, Buccaneers over the Bills, but in a close one. Packers over the Bears, and then Cardinals over the Rams. As a recap to the teams that I ended up picking to win each of the games. And then the Eagles have Washington next week. Is it? No, it's in Philly. the game against Washington the first time's in Philly. So then we have Washington, the Giants, Washington, and the Cowboys. And then that's it for the 2021 to 22 regular season, man. That's it right there. Just 4 games to go. It's all division opponents, man. It's all division opponents. All these are winnable. So hopefully we can win at least 3 of these next 4. Hopefully find a way into a wild card spot. If we could somehow at least take the 7 seed, I would honestly take it. Because that means that we definitely did improve from last year. That definitely does mean something. And I'm already saying that we're meaning something right now, and we're making a statement. What's good, Big Play Slay? What's going on, my guy? What's going on, Big Play Slay? Appreciate you for coming in here, my guy. Doing this tomorrow, my guy. Definitely, I'll be checking that out, Slay. If you want to come in real quick, Big Play Slay, the link is up at the top of the chat. So definitely come in and call into the show, my guy. Definitely would appreciate it. Sorry, guys, but phone fell. But yeah, Big Boy, so I definitely would appreciate it if you were to come in here. It's been a little quiet tonight, but definitely need someone in here to talk the sports, man. So I definitely need someone in here. Let's go. I know Foothill said he was coming, but he didn't get in here quite yet. Probably finishing up. But Big Boy, so I definitely come into the show, my guy. Yeah, definitely good show. Been keeping up. Thank you, Big Boy. So I appreciate you, my guy. Definitely come into the show and give me some of your thoughts, my guy. Definitely come in. Yeah, man. Hopefully we do get some callers into the show, and hopefully we get a few more voices from other content creators and other fans on YouTube. So hopefully we get a few guys on here real quick before we end up getting out. Just wanted to do this to do the NFL games, just to make up for the Eagles preview, so that way you guys wouldn't have something to watch. But you do have something to watch if you're watching this live stream. So, and if you're watching it the second time around, smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, man. Definitely would appreciate that. And this was just to kind of be a chill out stream, or just to go over the NFL games this weekend, pick on who will win each game. Big Boy Slide, definitely click the link up somewhere around the top, and you'll definitely get on the show, my guy. Definitely get on the show. Need other voices from the other fans, man. Let's go. Come on. Definitely need some other voices from the other fans. And I appreciate you for stopping by, Big Boy Slide. I appreciate that. Definitely do. Means a lot when I get more viewers and get the watch hours up. Definitely means it. Definitely does mean it, man. It definitely means it when anybody comes into the show, or anyone who just supports me, just comes out and just does what they need to do, man. So appreciate anybody who has come in here already. Sorry, guys, a little distraction. I don't know what in the world that was. That literally freaked me out. And honestly, Big Book Side definitely come into the show, my guy. Hopefully Foothills gets in here as well. So yeah, man, definitely come into the show. Give me your thoughts, man. And guys, I'll be right back. And as soon as I come back, guys, we got the first guy calling in the show, and he is backstage right now. Let's give a warm welcome to my guy, Mr. Philly Foothills. How we doing tonight, brother?
What's good? How we doing?
What's good, man? First man in here. Let's go. Where's the B-Dog? Yeah! Yeah, buddy. That's what I'm talking about right there. Let's go.
Sign, sealed, and delivered.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's go, Foothills. Yeah, did you get that actually autographed, or where'd you get that from?
Yeah, I mean, not myself, but it's authentically autographed from him. Yeah, it was probably done at one of those shows.
Oh,
it's
done like one of those things.
Yep.
So, do you have any thoughts on any of the NFL games this weekend?
Let me pull them up so I can take a look because I don't know all of them by heart.
You don't have them all on your mind.
No, I'm on a bye this week. I'm going to be watching obviously the Dallas and.
Know what? I am too, brother.
Yep. I mean, I've still been live streaming and stuff like that, but took last night off.
Putting up those watch hours, my guy. Definitely doing what you do.
Absolutely. Saints are at the Jets. I think the Saints will win, even if Taysom Hill, his finger is still not 100%, which I don't think it's going to be. I still like the Saints in that game. They got the better coach. I mean, the Jets are a dumpster fire.
I know, that's what I've been saying.
I think the Saints will win by double digits easily.
Yeah, I picked them to win that game as well.
Yeah. The next one is what? I see Falcons at Carolina. Yep.
You got to win that.
The Panthers
no Darnold, no McCaffrey.
Right. So I like the Falcons in that, and for one reason, Cordell Patterson's been playing pretty freaking good this year, and I don't even think a lot of Falcons fans expected the team to have 5 wins at this point. So for them to be 5-7, I think that's what they are right now, if I'm not mistaken. Let me click on that real quick. Yeah, they're both 5-7. Carolina.
Yeah. Up, he cut out. Probably the freaking internet. Well, you hate to see when that happens. Foothills, definitely get back on here, my guy. Definitely. I don't know what just happened. For some reason, the conversation with Philly Foothills managed to cut out. I don't know how in the world that happened. That's the technical difficulties. But yeah, Foothills, definitely get back on the show, man. I don't know what in the world happened, but you just said there you are. I was wondering, why did it cut out on you?
My bad. I think it was my fault. I think I hit something on the screen.
You probably hit exit button or something.
But yeah,
we were at the Falcons Panthers game.
Yeah, I like Atlanta. I think Atlanta wins by, maybe a touchdown or less. But I think Atlanta's be good in that one. I like Cordell Patterson to have a big game.
Yeah, definitely having a big year.
Oh yeah,
and I think he might get all over Carolina, especially if the Panthers don't have Darnold or McCaffrey. I don't see any way they win that game. Unless if Cam Newton comes on and says, "I'm back."
Yeah, I don't think so either. Cam's looked. I mean, he looked decent the first couple of the weeks, but he's definitely come back down to earth since then. And I think Falcons are just going to be too much for Carolina, even at home. It's going to be in Carolina, but I like the Falcons in that one. Next one I'm showing is Seahawks at Texans.
Yeah,
the Texans. They've been both teams are
dumpster fires right now.
They are, but Seahawks coming off a big win against the 49ers. So I'm going to take the Seahawks in this one. I say they win easily by probably 14 points or more.
Russell Wilson against Davis Mills. If Russell Wilson can't beat Davis Mills, then honestly, he might also look like the worst quarterback in the league.
Hey, I give you credit. I didn't even know. I couldn't even have told you who this Texans starting quarterback is right now. So I give you credit for that. Good job on that one.
Yeah, Davis Mills, man. Wait, Tyrod Taylor.
Is it Tyrod?
Yeah, I think they switched back to Tyrod Taylor. They were going to Davis Mills, and then I think they went ahead, picked up Tyrod Taylor, and they've been starting him. Unless if he was already on their squad. But I forget.
Yeah.
But they were starting Davis Mills before. Was a rookie quarterback, and then they switched to Tyrod Taylor. So, yeah, I mean, Taylor against Russell Wilson, you never know who wins that game because both teams look like dumpster fires right now.
Yeah, neither team can run the ball. I think the Seahawks just will, they're the better of the worser teams, just so to speak, in that one. So
Seahawks have a running back by the name of DJ Dallas.
Yes,
which I find that to be very funny.
And Rashad Penny, and they even have Adrian Peterson. I think they even have Adrian Peterson right now. Chris Carson's still on IR, I think.
Oh,
but Adrian Peterson, he even toted the ball for them last week. He was picked up from them after he was released by the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Yeah, so the next one I'm showing is the Las Vegas Raiders at Kansas City. I think we're both probably going to be in agreement on this one. I like Kansas City to win.
So do I. I picked them as well. So far we've been with the same picks.
I like them. I like Kansas City to win pretty easily. I think the Raiders are not nearly as good as their record indicates. Both teams are 6 or no. The Raiders are 6-6. Kansas City's 8-4. So, I mean, take that for what it is. I think Kansas City wins at home. That's always a tough place to play. The Chiefs fans are going to be definitely fired up for this one. Yep, the hated Raiders. So you're going to be hearing a lot of the tomahawk chop. Yep, that's right.
Yeah, I got the Chiefs too, man. Especially for Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes finally finding his identity again, which definitely helps out the Chiefs a lot.
Oh yeah, definitely. And Tyreek Hill is going to be
the Cheetah, McCole Hardman, Travis Kelce.
Isn't it crazy how often Tyreek Hill seems to get open in the red zone? He seems like he's always open.
His speed is amazing.
Yes, he runs very good routes, so that's part of it. But you'd think they would, put some double coverage on him and make somebody else beat them in the red zone.
That's what they should do.
Yeah. I just don't.
Unless if you're the best secondary piece in the league, which honestly, anyone who faces Tyreek Hill might have to double coverage him.
Yeah.
I don't know why anyone would.
Right. So who do you like in the next one? I see Ravens at Browns. Ooh, that's an AFC North showdown in Cleveland.
Well, Lamar Jackson, he's been a little off the ropes lately. He hasn't been the greatest like he has been the past few years. And with this being in Cleveland, Baker Mayfield, I believe Kareem Hunt's in for him. I'm not sure if Nick Chubb is or not, but if he is, that'll definitely be a boost in the run game. I know they don't have Odell Beckham Jr., but they still have Jarvis Landry. They still have some of their weapons, and that defense might be key in getting to Lamar because I think defenses have finally started to figure out what Lamar's doing in terms of if he's going to pass or run the ball. Yeah. And if Cleveland can do that, I like Cleveland in this matchup.
Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Who you like in this one?
Definitely. The Browns have been very up and down. Obviously, they're very dependent on the play of Baker Mayfield. So I'm going to take the Ravens in this one. I think Lamar Jackson is going to be able to do his thing this weekend, and I'm going to take. It's going to be a close one. I'll take Baltimore by like a touchdown or less.
So that one right there is the first breakup. The first one where we split from the picks. All right, next one. Actually, we're gonna save the Cowboys Washington one for last, so we're gonna skip that one. We're gonna save that one the best for last. We're gonna go on to the next one, which is Jaguars Titans, and I think we know where we're both going with this one. I think I know where we're both going with it.
Yeah, Jacksonville has to go to Tennessee. Tennessee, they're very dependent on the play of Tannehill. So he's been kind of up and down this year, but I mean, obviously, these are two teams that are complete opposites. The Jacksonville Jaguars only won a couple games this year out of 12, and Tennessee Titans are a possible, playoff. They're obviously going to be in the playoffs. I think they're going to win the AFC South, and
South, yeah. It's going to be close between them and the Colts.
Yes, it's going to be very close between them and the Colts, because the Colts are
Carson Wentz is fighting. He's fighting, man.
Yeah.
The Colts are.
What's their record? Hold
waiting on their records here. It's got to update. I'm not sure if they'll show it.
I'll get it real quick.
And
let me see.
I think I can find the standings here.
Colts
are 7-6 on the season.
Yeah, so they're a couple games behind Tennessee, so they have some ground to catch up, definitely. And Tennessee's got an easy one. I like Tennessee by double digits easily in this one, easily.
So do I. I like Tennessee. They should. If Tennessee doesn't win this game, I will blow my socks off.
Oh yeah, I mean the Jaguars did. I mean, one of their wins this year was against the Bills. I mean, yeah, that was at home, and that was kind of a weird game. I think they won 9-6, something like that. So, I mean, the Jaguars.
Yeah, I mean,
they do have some young raw talent, but they're far, far away from competing against a team, even a Tennessee Titans team that I think is a little injury bang. I think they're a little injury riddled this year, but
obviously they are, because Derrick Henry, he's out for the year.
Isn't Julio Jones out?
I think he's one of the receivers. I think he is.
Yeah,
because I know AJ Brown's not out for the year.
Right. So yeah, I think we're both taking the Titans. So
yeah, I'm taking the Titans.
Next one is going to be probably a stinker of a game, and that's the Detroit Lions at Broncos.
Hang on, wait. Before you do anything,
that's going to be a mile high. It's going to be a mile high shit pile.
Wait, hang on, Puddles. Before you do anything, let's say our pick together on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Broncos.
Yeah, the Lions win streak. Their win streak ends at 1, and it's probably going to be that's going to be all they're going to win this year. The Broncos can easily win
1-16.
All the Broncos have to do is control the ball with the run game. If they do that, they'll win easily.
That's it, yeah, easily.
Yeah.
If the Broncos don't win this game, the Detroit freaking Lions. I know the Lions got lucky last week against the Vikings, but honestly, you're not repeating that again, Detroit. You got lucky on the last play with them under St. Brown. You got lucky on that last play. Yes, sir. Fly was fly, man. Next one, we got the Giants and the Chargers.
Yep.
Giants, Chargers.
And the Giants have to go to the West Coast, play in LA. The time change, I mean, I don't know, has Daniel Jones been cleared?
I don't know, because I'm working off my computer right now and it doesn't show the injury reports, so I can't tell if Daniel Jones is.
I got to look that up before I give you my pick. Injury report for the Giants, Chargers. Here we go. Let's see here. Because if it's Glennon, I'm definitely taking. Well, I mean, that's not going to.
Mike Glennon. It's Mike Glennon.
Is it? Okay.
It's Mike Glennon if Daniel Jones doesn't.
I don't think that was going to change my vote anyway, but I wanted to see just to see. I'm taking the.
What's Daniel Jones' status? Or was he healthy?
Let me see.
Wasn't he healthy originally, or was that Mike Glenn on the injury report? Or were they both on there?
Looking here real quick. Oh, Daniel Jones he's out.
Oh, so what's the stats on Mike Glennon?
And Kadarius Toney's out.
Wasn't Glenn on there as well?
He's questionable. He's concussion.
I don't know who would start if Mike Glennon's out.
Right? That's going to be interesting.
Who would start if Mike Glennon's out?
Right? I don't even know.
Hang on, let me look up the Giants' depth chart. It'll probably be some freaking stinker.
Right?
Hang on. All right, I'm looking at the Giants website.
I'm looking it up too. See who gets there.
Let's see who would be the starting quarterback if both of them get pulled out. Oh my god.
Jake Fromm with 2 M's.
Jake Fromm State Farm.
Yeah.
Imagine Jake Fromm State Farm starts. I thought he got drafted by the Bills and then they must have traded it.
Watch Jake Fromm come in and just light it up.
Yeah, okay. Y'all wish that Jake Fromm would light anything up. So Daniel Jones is ruled out, so as of now it's Mike Glenn. And if he gets ruled out, we'll see Jake from State Farm.
Yep, Jake from State Farm.
All right, so I think we know where we're going with this one. We're both probably taking the Chargers. No, I don't even care who the quarterback would have even been anyways.
Yeah, I mean, they lost to the Dolphins. They're going to lose to the Chargers, too. It's just inevitable.
Well, obviously. I mean, if you're losing to the Dolphins, how are you going to beat the Chargers? That's practically impossible.
Right. So the next one I'm showing is San Francisco at Cincinnati Bungles. What do you like in this one?
Yeah, I ended up actually taking Cincinnati in that game because I think the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase connection, I think that's still honestly deadly in the NFL, and I think that's probably the best young offensive duo in the league right now. Especially when Jamar Chase had that big 200-plus yard game against, I forget which team, but he absolutely exposed the defenders in that game. But honestly, I mean, Jamar Chase was going off in that game, and I think it might continue this week.
Yeah. Well, I think we're gonna differ on this one. I like San Francisco to bounce back after the upset that they took last week from the Seahawks. San Francisco travels well. I think their coach is better. I like the defensive line to take advantage of Cincinnati's offensive line and really get after Burrow this week. So I'm going to take San Francisco with the win in Cincinnati.
That's the second time that's happened. That's the second time that's happened tonight.
Don't sweat it. All right, so
I just had to take care of something real quick.
Yeah. So the next one
we're showing is Bills Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay.
That's going to be America's game of the week. I don't care what anybody says. Tom Brady and Josh Allen going at it head-to-head.
On right now with the stat wise, the Bills secondary is the best in the league, and they're going to be going up against the GOAT. So this one's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be fun to watch Arians versus McDermott. Yep. So that's going to be a chess battle, definitely. But I'm taking Tampa at home. I like them to win by. I like them by. It'll be less than a field goal. It'll be less than a touchdown. It'll be somewhat close.
Yeah, definitely. I have Tampa as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's hard to try to beat Tom Brady no matter where you go because Tom Brady's used to playing in both conditions now. Because now that he's with Tampa, he's now used to playing in the warm conditions, and he was already used to playing in the cold conditions when he was with New England. So now he knows what both conditions are like, and he honestly knows what the Bills are going to probably give him. But Josh Allen's not going to give up, but I still think Tom Brady finds a way to win it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree, brother.
Next one we're showing is Bears-Packers.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is going to be running all over that Bears defense. They're going to be running all over their ass.
That's going to be a stinker of a Sunday nighter, I think. I think the Packers are going to blow them out at home. I like the Packers to win by at least 17 points.
Yeah, Packers should honestly win this game by double digits.
They're going to win something like 27-10, something like that. Their
Yeah,
defense has been
definitely.
playing very good. So and shout out to Rasul Douglas. He's been balling out for them, former Eagle.
I literally hate it when every former Eagle goes on a different team and then they just start balling out. Like, where was this in Philly, Rasul? Where was this in Philly?
They
Now you
just
want to
did.
show it off against a different team? Like, come on now.
They didn't.
We
They
didn't like treat him
obviously
right.
didn't develop him right. They
Exactly.
didn't see what Green Bay is finding in him. So a lot of those guys we just pull we give up on them too quickly. We really do. Sidney Jones is another one who has played pretty damn good since leaving us. It's frustrating, especially with at a position that we need to be keeping these guys and building them and developing them, and then we haven't been doing that.
Yeah, definitely, 100%, 100%. Now, this one I thought should have been one of those 4 o'clock games that's on Monday Night Football. The Rams and the Cardinals.
Division game.
Division game, Matt Stafford against Kyler Murray.
Is this for? No, it's not. So if
That's
LA,
Monday Night Football.
if LA wins, then they go to 9-4, and that would put Arizona at 10-3. So Arizona still be in first place. So I'm going to go with the Rams in this one.
I'm going the opposite of you. I'm taking the Cardinals here. I think Kyler Murray, and I think the way that the Cardinals have been playing right now, and the way they have rebuilt their team, like getting Kyler Murray, getting DeAndre Hopkins, getting all the pieces they need to get up to this point, that has been key for them to winning all these games and only surprisingly losing too. Like, when was the last time the Cardinals were this good? I can't even think of the last quarterback at the time that was around when the Cardinals were this good at the last point. That was probably like in the 19-somethings. But you know what? I don't know who it was, but Kyler Murray, he's balling out. Cliff Kingsbury, he looks like he knows what he's doing. Everybody on this team looks like they know what they're doing, and especially when you have that veteran wide receiver talent in DeAndre Hopkins. When you have Zach Ertz for that offense, which they did add to that squad, Ertz is doing his thing. He's helping Murray out. And
yeah, he was the missing piece.
Same thing goes along the lines of like Christian Kirk and AJ Green. It goes the same for them too.
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Ertz was their missing piece. They needed that. They needed that tight end, and
they needed to replace Max Williams. I believe was their tight end originally.
Yeah, I think it was. But I mean, Kurt Warner was a good quarterback for Arizona. Yeah, he was probably on the back end of his career, but he was probably the last good quarterback for the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah, definitely 100%. Now let's get to the final game of the weekend that we're going to talk about between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington football team. 2 division rivals going at it, but who will win and who will fall? Foothills, who you got?
Well, I mean, obviously, like we talked about, like I mentioned in the comments earlier, we want Dallas to win. I mean, obviously, that's what I want, because if I want the Eagles to push for the playoffs, we're going to have to battle it. We still got to pass. Washington's in second place right now, so we want them to lose. But
exactly.
I want Dallas to win, but I think I'm going with the upset. I have a gut feeling, and I'm sticking with it. It's probably going to be.
Yeah, I'm feeling Taylor Heineke.
It's going to be a close one, but I think Washington wins at home by field goal.
Do you think it's going to be a game-winning field goal, or it's just a field goal?
Oh, it's going to be a game-winning field goal.
Wow.
Yep.
You know what? I have Dallas. The way that Dak has been playing right now, he's been playing at a level that's going to make him look like comeback player of the year from what he had last year, which I honestly, in all my heart, I felt so bad for Dak from when he had that injury last year against the Giants. And honestly, it's just gruesome for him. And look at what Dak has done for this Cowboys team. I mean, he's been a little iffy in some games, but apart from that, take all those games out, he's looked like a player that is going for comeback player of the year. He's going for that award. It's between him and Joe Burrow at this point. And at this point, I think Dak is starting to push away from Joe Burrow. And I think he's taking that comeback player of the year spot. And I'm taking the Cowboys in this one to help out our Eagles and hopefully find a way to put us back in this NFC playoff race.
Like I said, I hope you're right. I really do. Even though I hate for Dallas to ever win, but if they can win to help us out, then that's fine. You know,
Yeah, definitely.
they could beat up on Washington, and then we'll beat up on them next week.
Hopefully, let's pray.
Right?
Yeah, definitely, my guy. Yeah, definitely. You were the first and only caller to definitely come in, so definitely appreciate you grinding with me. I know you had to like finish up your meal and all that.
Yeah,
You had to.
Hey,
You had to
you're always
take care
coming
of
in.
everything like
You're
that.
always coming in and supporting my content, so I gotta show the love too. You know,
Definitely,
and,
definitely bring the love back in return, my guy. Definitely appreciate that.
yes, sir.
Definitely, man. So we're probably gonna end this right here, Foothills. Before we get out of here, let them all know where they can find you at.
Oh yeah. Come check me out in the nest out west. Philly Foothills holding it down out here in California for the Eagles Nation, 24/7, 365. I'm always live streaming with my counterpart, AK Eagles, and we and him and Vic 3 got our East meets West. Check that out. It kind of varies in time, so just keep yourself posted. Turn on the notification. If you're not subscribed to the Nest Out West, go subscribe. Go watch some content. Help me get those watch hours, and make sure you turn on the notification bell so you always get notified whenever I'm going to drop my content, because I do videos, I do live streams. So make sure you check that out. And I love and appreciate each and every one of you. You guys, like I always say, you guys are the food in the water to the channel. Without you, it does not continue to survive. So if you're feeling the vibe, please make sure that you like, share, comment, and subscribe to keep my dreams alive. It's been fun tonight, SG. I appreciate it.
Definitely, my guy, and I definitely appreciate it for coming in here. So, yeah, man, we're just going to leave it at that note. Appreciate everybody who came in for almost this 2-hour stream. Definitely appreciate my guy, Philly Foothills, for coming on and grinding it out with me. I know we came in a little late, but you know what? You got to take care of business beforehand, and you definitely took care of it. You came in, you grinded with me, and you know what? You stuck it out to the end. So, Foothills, I definitely appreciate that. Definitely also appreciate everybody else who came into the stream. Big Play Slay. I know Foothills put up some comments as well. Nightings was in here. Jinx Wolf was in here. And yeah, man, that's probably about it. I appreciate everyone for coming in. Thank you, Philly Foothills, for coming in as well, my guy. Definitely appreciate that as well. We'll have to do some more collabs sometime. Hopefully we can get some more of these going. And yeah, man, everybody have a good night. And even though our birds don't play, it's always fly. Let's fly. Go Birds, everybody. Peace out.
Peace.